Everyone, it's time for your Fortune Friday Ask Me Anything series, and I'm Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth. Today, I have brought in a lot of questions that you have asked, and first of all, thank you so much for asking your questions, because your asking questions informs me that you're learning. Only when you are inquisitive, you have questions. Only when you are learning, you're thinking, do you question something. So thank you so much for bringing them in, articulating them, and really putting them out for us right here on your Women on Wealth platform. So the first question that I have is from Priya. And Priya is asking, I used to think all debts are bad. So whenever you notice I'm looking down, I'm looking at the question that she's asking. She's saying, I used to think all debts are bad. My friend then told me that home loan is a good debt. What do you think? So bingo. So first thing first, there are two kinds of debt. One is a bad debt, another one is a good debt. What's a bad debt? A bad debt is a debt which takes money out of your pocket and gives you nothing in return, which is multiplying in value. Example, say you bought clothes with a credit card. The credit card is going to charge you interest, which is a very, very high interest, say 36%. I'm just giving an example, okay? Now, the clothes that you bought are only going down in value. So no matter how much interest you are paying on it, the value of the clothes that you bought is only going down. So that's a bad debt. It doesn't build something which multiplies in value. So credit card debt, personal loan, friendly loans, they are all bad debts. Now, property debt is a good debt because you're building a property by taking loan. So here you are leveraging a loan, you're leveraging a debt to build a property that will appreciate in value. It will increase in value over time. So you're leveraging a debt to multiply your money. And the expectation is that the property value will multiply more than the interest that you're paying on it. So yes, over time, when you're paying interest, and well, the property debt interest is also low. So say for a personal loan, credit card, it can be 20%, right? What you're paying as interest can be 20% and upwards. But for a property loan, you can get it at 7.5%. So the rate of interest is low. Now, when the rate of interest is low, doesn't mean that you're not going to have outgoings. There is that 7%, 6% outgoing, which is more than the property value that you bought it at, the buying price, okay, the loan amount that you took. However, now if the property prices are multiplying with velocity, then yes, there is a probability that what you're paying as interest plus what you paid as down payment plus the principal amount, the selling price of the property could be much more than that over a period of time. Okay, so this is a scenario where, say, the property prices are multiplying with velocity. Now there's another scenario, say, where the prices of properties are not multiplying with velocity. Now, in such a situation, buying a property for multiplying your money with velocity is not, it's not something that you should be doing. Because, say, property is stagnant. Like if you notice from the year 2013 to now, property has been pretty much stagnant. It was growing from the year 2000 to 2008, and then it stopped growing. It's been stagnant in most parts. So now what's the key? The key is that you buy a property which is as a house only, where you will live. And you will buy that property only if you can see that you are living in that town or city for at least 10 years. So if you're living there for at least 10 years, yes, you can think of buying the property. So it's a house that you're buying. And now whatever interest you are paying, the property is not going to multiply. It may multiply, who knows the future. But given the track record that property has long market cycles. So say if the property is not moving, then the only investment type which is generating a rate of return which is high is equities. So whether it is direct stocks or equity mutual funds. So then what you need to do is supplement the property that you're buying, supplement the debt, or complement, okay, not supplement, complement the debt with equity investments. So that becomes your investment strategy then. Okay, so yes, property is a good debt. It helps you build a house given today's property market conditions. The interest is lowest. You can leverage this debt and invest in equities. And equities, when you are a knowledgeable investor, you can use this strategy. And equities can generate 12-15% year on year. So look at it. The debt you're taking is building the house, which is 6-7%. The equity investments that you're doing with the surplus that you have, the savings that you have other than paying the EMI, will help you multiply your money with velocity. But this is only a scenario to be used by knowledgeable investors. When I say knowledgeable investors, what do I mean? I mean you can write your own financial plan. You've learned the step-by-step methodology to build your own investment portfolio. You have a practical method to judge diversification in your portfolio. You've learned the step-by-step methodologies to pick good quality mutual funds. You have learned the step-by-step methodologies to pick good quality stocks. So if you are a knowledgeable investor, this is a great strategy that you can implement. I have implemented and benefited from it extremely. Okay, Usha is saying, yes, this helps you save tax as well. Well, right. Absolutely. So you get, you get to save taxes even on the interest that you're paying on the property. Absolutely. And well, for women, the registration fee is also low. Property registration fee is also low. So absolutely. Yes, guys. Okay. So that was the answer to the first question. Now the second question that I have is from Renu. And Renu is saying that my salary will increase next month. I have done the Money Gym program. I have learned the step-by-step methodologies to pick good quality mutual funds and build a well-diversified investment portfolio. Should I invest in the fourth mutual fund with the salary increase? So since you are saying you are a money gymmer, Renu, what I would say, you are a knowledgeable investor. So you've learned these step-by-step methodologies to pick good quality mutual funds, good quality stocks. Now say if you've already picked 5-6 stocks for long-term investing, you have picked 3 mutual funds. Whatever salary increase is coming, I suggest you go back to your financial planning. Redo your financial plan. Increase the money that you can invest. Most likely in stocks, okay? Increase the money in stocks first because you are a knowledgeable investor. You understand it completely. So increase the money in stocks. Increase the amount of money then that you're investing in mutual funds. And then, after a couple of years, you may go for a fourth mutual fund. There is no hurry to it, is what I would say. So redo your financial plan. Increase the amount that you are investing in stocks. Then increase the amount in mutual funds and go for it. Allow the current investments to compound with velocity for you first. Okay, hello Kaveri, you missed the first question. You'll catch up on the recording, sure. Please do that. Okay, now the third question. The third question I have is from Kiviv, and she's saying, where should I invest? I am investing in mutual funds. My friends are doing stocks also, and they are saying that I should invest in stocks. What do you think? So your question informed me, Kivi, that you are not a knowledgeable investor. Okay, you're doing mutual funds, but I am assuming that you're doing this on tips or dependence. Okay, dependence on a broker, advisor, father, brother, colleague, someone. Now, when you are a dependent investor and you're doing mutual funds on hearsay, that's one level of risk. But if you use the same strategy to invest in stocks, it can lead to disaster. There's a very, very high probability of you losing money because 99% of the stocks in the stock market are not good quality stocks. So there's a very high probability, there's a very likely situation that can come in where you will lose money. So if my assumption is right that you have invested in mutual funds on tips or on dependence on other people, I highly recommend, no matter what your friends say, please do not invest in stocks. If you still want to invest in stocks, and which I think you must only after becoming a knowledgeable investor. Like for me, for my personal investment portfolio, stocks is giving me the most returns. But I have invested in each company after careful study. And all the thousands of women who've done the Women on Wealth courses, they've also invested after very, very careful study. So if you want to do stocks, you want to, multiply your money with velocity, we all know that stocks have that capacity. They can multiply your money with velocity. So if you want to do that, then what is critical? That you become a knowledgeable investor. Instead of investing in stocks or in mutual funds, invest in your own financial skill building. Once you've built the skill, you would have built it for life. And once you've built the skill for life, you are an independent financial decision maker. You would not need to depend on anyone for the rest of your life. So if that way of operating gels with you, then you are our tribe. Because we believe in becoming financially educated and then taking independent decisions as a community. So what we have on offer for you are courses inside of your financial education plus a community for lifetime of goal achievement. So that's the model that we bring to you for your financial goals. Akriti, how do you join our course? So you come to a free introduction session. That's number one. You attend the free introduction session. You get value from there. Okay. What's the value that you create is you learn how to not lose money while investing. And you learn the step-by-step methodology to create wealth. So that's the value that you create from the session, the free introduction session. Also, it gives you complete course details of Money Gym. That's our flagship course that you join. And then you get an opportunity to register. So the free introduction session to our Money Gym program is happening on Sunday at 11 a.m. So you can DM us your details and we would love to have you. So just DM your details, everybody, if you want to just come, attend a free introduction and see if this is something that connects with you, it speaks with you. Okay. What is everybody taking away? Please start typing. Sunita, you're saying why Priyanka? Okay, I didn't get the question. Why you're asking to what? Sunita, can you type the question fully? Are you around? Oh, I have more questions. Okay, let me see. Shubh is asking, how should I pick the best mutual funds as per the current market risks? I'm a beginner at it. So, Shubh, you don't pick good quality mutual funds basis the market risks. Okay? There are many factors that you look at while investing in mutual funds. Just looking at the risk is not enough. There is a 30-step criteria that we follow at Women on Wealth to pick a good quality mutual fund. Looking at the risk to reward measures is just one thing in the entire thing. So please don't think that that's the entire thing. Okay? This is just one thing in the 30-step methodology. So don't make that mistake. First, I invite you to learn the entire methodology and then invest in mutual funds. If you don't want to learn, then I suggest you don't invest. Because dependency, it may be a shortcut you take right now, that you depend on tips, you depend on other people and you invest. But in the long run, it won't help you. Right? In the long run, you wouldn't like it, because you will have to keep being dependent on others. And that's not a way that you would really like in the long run, because we all get irritated with any kind of dependencies in our lives. So my invitation is, don't invest. Sit tight if you don't want to learn. It's okay to not invest and let your money, your savings be lost to inflation than to collect baggages. Okay. So don't collect baggage of losses is what I would recommend, because I have seen people lose money with all dependencies, and I've been there too. Right in the beginning of my wealth creation journey, I lost a lot of money. And that's because I chose to be dependent at that time. I didn't even know that I could learn. I didn't even know that financial education exists. Right? So, yes, if you want to learn, then invest. Don't want to learn, don't invest. Simple. Keep it simple. Hasmita is asking, should a lump sum amount be used to repay low interest home loan or invested elsewhere? Actually, it could be a combination of both, right? It could be a combination of both. You could pay some amount of money towards your debt freedom, and some amount of money you could invest in good quality investments if you are a knowledgeable investor. If you're not a knowledgeable investor, then only pay the home loan off. If you are a knowledgeable investor and you are doing well with your investments, like if you're like me, I wouldn't actually pay my home loan. I would rather invest more into equity. So I will make that choice because the returns from my equity are like really high, and I would multiply my money with velocity first. So that's what I would do, like really. Okay, Shubh, you're saying you just invested in insurance and one mutual fund due to tax declaration. Okay, so you don't invest in insurance. Insurance is not an investment. Insurance is for risk management only. Right? So when you are managing your risk, you take insurance, and never club insurance with investment, because neither do you get enough management of risk and nor do you get enough returns. So don't mix them, keep them separate, and don't do last minute tax saving. April, which is the first month of the financial year, that is when you should be investing for saving taxes. Like for me, I'm scheduled right in the first week of April to do my tax saving. So never do it at the end of the financial year. Always remember the basic principle is right in the beginning of every financial year, you do your investments. Okay. Hasmita, why do I say not to invest lump sum into equity? Okay, then Hasmita, it informs me you are a money gymmer. Okay, it's because you don't get to average out. Okay, average out your buying cost. So say the stock market comes down tomorrow, or it is volatile. We all know, not or it is volatile, it is volatile. The stock market is volatile. Keeps going up and down. So when it comes down, you don't get the opportunity to average the buying price out. Because if you invest in lump sum, the money is just invested. Now if the market comes down, you don't get the advantage of it. But if you're investing, and you're investing in small amounts over a period of time, you can actually divide this lump sum over 10 months and invest, 20 months and invest. Completely depends on what you're comfortable with. But average out the buying price. That's how you do it. Yes, Sunita is also giving you an answer. And Sunita is also our money gymmer. Why should you increase the amount in already invested funds and stocks and not add another best mutual fund when you get a salary hike? Sunita, you already have a lot of investments, right? I mean, you've already picked 3 mutual funds. Now, I'm saying on an average, say these 3 mutual funds are giving you exposure to 100 stocks. And you've done the stocks course, which means you've picked good quality stocks there also. So once you've picked so many good investments with your own study and understanding, now the first step becomes, can I invest more money into the investments where already my money has begun to compound? So it's like, use the already existing opportunities which are available where already your money is compounding. So put your money there instead of now starting a fresh investment. Of course, you can add a mutual fund at any time, but yeah, not more than 4 is always what I say. Not more than 4. Okay, I can see Kaveri saying, I think Sunita was asking why should you increase the amount in already invested? Okay, got it. I just saw this question. Usha, larger portion of your debt is good. Happy with what I said. Okay, Usha, got it. I love that. Got it, Sunita. Thank you. Okay, guys, on this note, I'm closing the live. Thank you so much for participating. Before we close, can I invite some of you to share what you're taking away? There are some of you who are already here. I can see some comments. What is everybody taking away? Who all can type? What is it that you're getting? What are you understanding? Okay, Sunita, you've listed down 10 mutual funds. Okay, you've selected 10 mutual funds. Awesome. What I'm happy about is, Sunita, that you've practiced the step-by-step methodology to pick mutual funds. And you have now hand-picked these investments. And now when you will invest in some of them with your own understanding, the kind of confidence you will have with your wealth creation will be another level. And that's how actually wealth gets created. Because like where I am sitting, I know my investments. I know they're going to do well. Like there's no iota of doubt I have. So I think that is what really makes a difference. Happy for you. Really happy for you. Okay, guys. Anyone else? What are you taking away? What are you understanding? What are you learning today? I think I got one more question, is it? But more questions later now. Okay, Shubh, you're saying thank you for the response. You need to learn the financial planning checklist. Could you please help? Yes, Shubh. Absolutely. We are absolutely the right people to financially educate you so that you can be a financial planner for your own self for the rest of your life. Just DM us your details and we will be happy to have you in the free introduction session which is happening on Sunday. Kaveri, from today's life, you're rethinking your plan to expand the number of stocks other than the ones you've invested. You should expand more in the next 6 months. Yes, go ahead, invest. What stops you? You're already a money gymmer. You do your own financial planning. Nothing stops you. Yes, more stocks slowly over time first. Invest more money in what you already have. Use the compounding that's already happening. Shubh, I shouldn't have invested at the last minute. Sure, I get it. We all make mistakes. Who hasn't made mistakes, Show? We all have made them. Trust you me, ask me. I've made so many of them. But during the first week of April itself, when insurance can't be an investment, we'll never invest in it. Rather, I prefer equity. Sure, prefer equity, but become a knowledgeable investor first. Okay, don't make the mistake of investing in equity without learning, because then you collect more baggages, more losses. And you don't want to like load yourself with more of them. Yeah, we have enough of them since our childhood. So on this note, closing the live, thank you so much for participating. Loads of love and abundance to each one. Let this Fortune Friday shower you with all the fortunes you're looking for. Loads of love, take charge, stay safe, bye-bye. And if you really like what you heard, do share it. Do put it as your story, share it with your friends, put it on WhatsApp groups, any groups that you are a part of or any friends that you think will benefit from it. Spread the word. Let women, each woman in each household be financially educated. That's our vision. Loads of love, take charge, stay safe, bye-bye.